once again to another video. This video is gonna be about a Global League match of mine. Yeah, it has been a while since I covered one, but this one is a little bit special. Right now on Global League, I'm on my peak and I'm one game away from the 1200. If I win this game, I will hit the 1200 elo. And yeah, it's just a number. I will be the same person before the match and after the match, but still, we all love numbers and big numbers. You and me, your neighbor, everyone loves them. So that's why I'm covering this match. Thank you, Lordofcold, to play against me on this match. Thank you for your patience, because I have been dragging this match actually since 28th of August, so a little more than a month, and that's why I at the final of August I was quite busy with internship, university stuff, etc. But right now I'm on the university has already started, and I have a little bit more of free time knowing what I have to do. Anyways, this match was tier 2 on Frostleaf. As you can see the map, it's really... I like the map, but it's quite a unique map. It's similar to, for example, Settles on Stillwater, if I remember correctly the name. And basically, the map gimmick is that it has high income, not as high as Settles on Stillwater, but the half is 24,000. So for each player, if they are equal, so that's quite a lot. And there is 2 airports, one of them very advanced, so you can pump it here and threaten this HQ. And it's also a map where tanks are not as strong, are not the unit you want to spam. Here on this map, you actually want to spam copters, and for the same reason, some anti-airs. And you still want to have tanks, but you have to treat, I would say, your tanks as you would treat your anti-air on normal matches, because they are the unit that will counter the unit that counters the unit that you spam. For example, you spam copters that are countered by anti-air, and anti-air is countered by tanks. It's a triangle thing that each one beats the other, but this time, since copters are much more stronger because of the way the reinforcements work on this map, and also because there is 2 of them and one of them very advanced. That's why. Also, on tier 2, there is no doubt, in my opinion at least, that Max is out of the question on tier 2. But Olaf and Eagle, both of them can see play. I rather go with Olaf for 2 reasons. It's easier, and this was my first serious match. Like, I have been playing on this map previously, but it was not on a Global League map match, and just a couple of sparrings. So yeah, I was okay. Maybe Eagle has some ideas, maybe Eagle has more potential, but I think that for sure that Olaf it's viable. For sure, because it's a super big map where reinforcements will take a lot. So repairing units is very important, but repairing units against Olaf is harder to do. It's more expensive. So yeah. Anyways, guys, let's just straight jump to the match. Thank you for watching, and let's go. As I have said, on this map, I have been dragging it a lot. The first turns, without counting the last 5-3, I have been playing on the last day because I was very busy. So take that in account, because I think when you track so much the matches, you actually play worse because you forget the initial plan that you had. So you are maybe missing some things that you are preparing. For example, this recon, yeah, I built it on day 4. What's my intention with this recon? Maybe I had a plan with it earlier, but now I don't. But anyways, I think recons on this map are slightly stronger than they are normally. Here, I was thinking about rushing these contested properties, but I remember that my plan was going hard on this one, because you don't want to stall. Even as Olaf, if you are facing Eagle, you don't want to stall. So my plan was to play very safe here, secure this area, maybe cap one of these. This could be the easiest to hold, and just hold this line basically, and and going hard with this one, pressure with the airport every turn. But my opponent has other plans. My opponent is rushing the contested properties. As you can see, he's about to cap this one. I'm being more conservative, and mechs on this map are really good, but I think actually I didn't make a good use of them, to be honest. You will see. I will be getting 2 early mechs into the area, but they will be useless because of my fault, to be honest. Right now, this recon does only sees this infantry, but this mech isn't. Yeah, I can attack this recon from the, but it won't be a one-hit KO. If this infantry was surrounded by lighter tiles, for example here, here or anywhere that is not adjacent to a 3-star or 2-star tile, could be better. Anyways, he attacks from the city, and now even though I have a mech and I will be able to weaken this recon, denying any further harassment, the recon will be still provide vision, because I'm not able to kill it. I mean, I could trap this recon, like place this 4 HP here, this infantry here, this infantry here, in this mech here, attacking it. But that, even though I could try to attack with the mech first and then roll with my infantry, and I think that's a roll to kill. Well, maybe not, because I have no com tower, but still, it couldn't be worth it, because I'm forbidding many caps. Right now, I'm forced to delay this cap because of the recon. I place this here to get vision of this city, and I start capping it, because I think this recon is alone, and yeah, it's actually alone. I have no tanks. I think that's a mistake. I think I should have gone copter, but yeah, I think it's a mistake, basically, because of the reason I explained. Copters are the unit that you want to spam here, and you have to treat your tanks as anti-air, because basically the triangles shifts. It's like in Pokemon, you know, leaf beats water, water beats fire, and fire beats leaves, and it's the same. So yeah, I get a couple of caps. Right now I'm player 2, remember? But even as player 2, look at my income lead. he will be equal on next turn, but I'm supposed to be one turn. No, I'm half turn away. Yeah, where are we? It's always the same. We are. I would say we are even, because he will get the same income as me next turn, and he will start the same caps I have this turn. Like, I'm starting 3 caps, and he will start 1, 2, and 3 caps. So yeah, and he's getting 3 caps. So anyways, I built a transport copter because I think it's very good to pump up infantry and mechs closer. Mechs are quite good to defend your weak side, which is your HQ area. And here starts this cap. And here, let's comment on my recon movement for a second. Here, yeah. So here I was expecting a mech to be in this forest, and if a mech is in this forest, I could have get shot and completely deny any pressure onto these properties. So I opted to play it more conservative, but I could have placed the recon on hand side here, get vision, and attack from here next turn if he tries to cap, and I would have seen a mech coming, so I would have known if this recon was safe, and this com tower would have been interrupted by this tank from the north. So I think this is a mistake. I mean, it's not even safe, because there is no downside to put the recon here. So yeah, and I repair my mech, because if another recon shows up, whenever I get my com tower, I will be able to one-hit KO it if it gets chip damage of infantry. So yeah, right now we are, yeah, this infantry has to back, although to be honest I would have tried to cap this, and this copter send it here to back up this cap. So if I try to interrupt even with a recon, which is the same base damage as a tank versus a copter, it could have hard. So yeah, but he prefers to interrupt this, which is super risky, because you don't know if I have a copter around this area. So in my opinion, this is not a mistake. Yeah, it's a mistake that I didn't punish, because I didn't build any copters yet, which is I don't think it's good. Now I realize I have to start with a copter spam. I cannot allow this. And I think here, did I use my black bot? I was thinking of waiting 1 turn, so this infantry waiting here can get into this area. I don't know. Yes, I wait, because it's not like this infantry here has no rush to do something. So I was feeling like, yeah, then let's bring 2 instead of 1. And right now my capture game is still even with my enemy. He is capping 4 properties and I'm capping only 1, so next turn I will be behind unless I interrupt many caps, and these interrupts here are not happening. This interrupt here will happen, but that's to be expected, because I was interrupted here and I'm not going for this. Yeah, no, we have the same contested properties around this area. It's just that I'm these two properties behind because it was slower. I was slower doing them, which is fine. It will be no major difference. And this recon here is very valuable. Right now I can get vision of all the middle, so if he wants to switch from his strong side to his weak side, he has to go around this bridge city thing instead of the middle. If he goes through the middle, I will see it. And right now my strong side is starting to look much more stronger, but I'm not liking this mech's position. I mean, they are fine, but what are they doing actually? There is nothing coming. I think I could have delayed these mechs, at least one of them, and build something more aggressive, such as an earlier T-copter or an B-copter. Anyways, let's see what my opponent does. I will apologize again because I was really slacking on my turns. He stops the cap. Because right now, I don't think my opponent thinks that there is no backup to this interrupt. Because if you get interrupted by a recon and you stay at 5 HP, but you have vehicles coming, but not imagine I have this tank here, and this tank is able, instead of going here, to go in range of this city. You can keep the cap, and if this recon decides to interrupt, you kill it. But since I'm now already bringing reinforcements, because you can tell that I will be on time, because mirror theory, if you are already around here with vehicles, you have to assume your opponent does as well, unless you have done something really extraordinary that your CO allows or something like that. But for example, a Sturm or Drake Sammy with transport shenanigans, or a very early build that, you know what I mean. Anyways, my opponent is setting up a push into this area with his units. He knows I have at least one mech. I think he has not seen this one, but I think I commit a mistake here with the movement of my mechs, because right now it's quite assumable that my opponent has a recon on this forest. It's possible. It's not a strange thing to assume. So you can check the range here. He can see into this city. So if I want to move this mech up north, because I'm afraid of an attack from the south, how would you move your mech? Like this? To the north and then to the left, or to the left and then to the north? To the north and then to the left, because it will stay away from the possible vision range of the enemy, and that's very important. That's very important. It's a detail, but you will notice if I do that mistake or not. I bring anti-air into my weak side. My intentions with this anti-air is to basically trade with it, kill one copter for one anti-air. I don't care. What I mean by that is even it's a worth trade to do, because my anti-air is cheaper, and also because if you keep trading with Eagle and you are not Eagle, you are forcing him to lose on vehicle count that are, well, or not foot soldiers units. So all the units that Eagle loses that are non-infantry, it's more valuable for me than for him. And yeah, and even if you interrupt with your interrupt, you kill a copter with your anti-air, it's not guaranteed that that anti-air is gonna die. If you do it from a city, it will get cheap, it will half damage, and that's it. Here I did not a mistake, but look at this transport copter. It could have gone here instead of here, and I didn't will a mech this turn. This is already the turns that I played quite fast, that we are out of the Stalin fest that I was doing. So yeah, this transport copter should have gone here, or if I don't plan to wheel at B-copter, even on the airport, because this transport copter, moving every single turn, will run out of fuel. And if I think I will a B-copter, let's see. Okay, no, this turn I will a mech. Okay, all right, because there is another turn where I do this mistake, but still, I think. I could have put it here, boost this infantry, and wheel something else here instead of the mech. For example, a recon. Because a recon here instead of a mech, I have the funds for it, and it will give me vision, very important. For example, if I plop it here, it will provide me very important vision of the front switch potential of my opponent. And it will get there very fast, because there is only one force slowing that recon down. So it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and or here, and you are already there getting vision. Anyways, yeah, I think we didn't. Okay, no. I didn't move my mech to spaces, only one north. So that's fine. He one-shots my recon, but I don't think that's a good idea, because you are exchanging one tank for one recon, and you are forcing trades as Eagle in your weak side. So that's two sins, guys. That's two sins. That's two things you don't want to do as Eagle. Well, as any other CEO, you don't want to force trades in your weak side, because you have less units. So if you keep trading, you will lose units, the opponent will lose units, but since you have less units, you will run out of them, and the opponent will still have some of them. So that's basically a defeat on that front. And the other reason is, even though it's infantry, you also lose a tank for a recon. And what I have said already, you don't want to lose non-infantry units as Eagle. You want to conserve them, even if you don't care if they get weakened. I mean, you care, but if they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 HP, it's fine-ish, because you can repair them, and your unit count in vehicles will prevail. Yeah, you will lose some income that will maybe not allow you to buy more vehicles, but that's better than losing completely the tank. But anyways, I don't think this is a good idea. This is super aggressive. I have vision of everything you are doing. Anyways, and also repairing this recon, I don't agree with that, because a recon is like a one-use vehicle. So you attack, you use it to harass infantry. If it gets weakened, you back up with it and you get vision, and that's it. You don't want to waste funds on a recon, because a 7 HP recon will do the same as a 9 HP recon. Maybe yes, a roll for a wall break, but that's so situational that it's not worth. I could rather keep the money and get more units. Anyways, so now I'm gonna punish this. So, and I have my artillery in place. Yeah, and here, remember about what I said of trading in your weak side? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I still get the 2-hit KO, and it's not like I'm going into the enemy side, but still, this will be in range of my anti-air, so it's not as deep, because these are free dudes basically. These are dudes that are going to die with no consequences. These dudes get something and are gonna be covered by this anti-air and maybe something else. Maybe this mech on this forest. So that's the difference. It's still not optimal, but I think it's quite better. And here I was thinking what I do with this copter. I try to reinforce my weak side, or I go hard on my strong side. And I decide to do that, because one copter to cover my copter and anti-air against Eagle, I was fearing, yeah, I was fearing some front switch from Eagle. I wanted to secure this, and you can see this is not the most how you call it, methodic push, but it's still quite decent. And I think I'm pressuring this side much more than my opponent. Even though I'm slightly behind on income, I think I'm ahead on tempo. And my opponent keeps trading into his weak side. And yeah, here is where I misposition slightly my mechs, because yeah, he's allowed to hit each of them once, but he used a lot of vehicles. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 infantry to get a couple infantry and 2 hits on 2 mechs. And I will get retaliation out of this, because I will get this copter. So even though I'm trading in my weak side, I think I'm bleeding out Eagle out of his non-infantry units, which is what I want. Because what I don't want is him popping his superpower Lightning Strike and completely wiping one side and start at the cap of my HQ. So right here I start this cap that will put me equal to my opponent, but I'm gonna lose this cap and I'm gonna lose this cap, so I will be slightly behind, but that's fine. I use this tank here with the mech, so I get the kill. A normal full infantry wouldn't have get the kill. A mech has slightly 65 base damage against infantry instead of 55, so that's why I use the mech, because they do more damage. And here, since my opponent is not bringing any vehicles on this area, I opted to advance with my recon, get vision, and if I see no copters near, I feel pretty confident to get this kill, because I'm not expecting the copters to be here, to be honest. They could be, and it could be a good play, but I'm expecting them to be on the airport or here, so they can choose to go to one or another side. Because if you are putting your copter here, you are committing too much. And I will a fighter this turn, and the reason for that is because I'm expecting copter spam by Eagle here, and I'm gonna lose this anti-air, or at least getting a tank hit on it. So I want to replenish that as fast as possible. And here I cover my anti-air and my recon, and I retreat here. I'm not expecting to keep these 2 mechs alive, but what I'm expecting at least is to hopefully to make the copter come here, but he's not gonna do that. But I think it was better to try to retreat than to get 2 hits on the tanks, in my opinion. But on hindsight, maybe I could have just sacked them into a tank or into a recon, maybe better into a tank, so I do damage instead of dying now for free. But still, here I was considering to joining 3 of my units, so I have them prepare for an HQ cap, but I was feeling like, no, I don't need to do that. Not yet, at least. Because there was no 3 tile away of the HQ or less that was safe enough to that all my weakened units had in common. These 2, like for example, I needed these 4, 3, and 5 to stay together into one. So that's fine. I can do that next turn into this forest, for example. Anyways, let's see what my opponent does. So he is now 5k ahead on income, but next turn I will get it 2 properties and 1 away from him, so I will be only 3k away. He's starting this cap, but remember, next turn I will get most likely the Winter Fury, and my opponent is forgetting that I will be able to front switch because I have the control of, not the control of the middle, but he is deep into my HQ, deeper than I am, but he's not front switching and he's leaving me the option to do so. And I will do that because I see a nice attack here, and he will lose a lot of units. And I don't feel like I need to pressure too much here. Yeah, I'm aware of the fact that he might be stacking up copters, and you will see I suspect that. You will... Anyways, my fighter sadly is not in range of this copter. I don't know if my opponent did that on purpose because he has no vision of my airport. It's not like he knows that this fighter is coming. But anyways, I'm 2k behind on income. I miscalculated. And here I prefer to get the hit KO on the recon. I get this engagement on my with my anti-air. Here I get this engagement, which was whatever. It didn't matter to pop the Winter Fury before or after, and I pop the Winter Fury. And I get this nice shot. I get vision of this infantry that I knew that it was there, and I block the city to get vision of the airport and see what this thing is do. And I was thinking, okay, I know that he's gathering a lot of copters, but he won't be able to attack with this into this. I mean, yes, if he pops superpower, but as Eagle, you don't want to pop your superpower whenever there is snow because you are so slowed. Look, air movement costs double whenever there is snow, so yeah, they will move 6 during superpower even if they move 2 times. So I think trading and forcing trades, even though I won't even kill it, I think it's a nice call because right now at this moment I'm planning to cap the HQ because versus Eagle you want to finish the match as soon as possible. The first line strike you might survive it, but a second one and a third one, it's really painful to deal with that. But right now I'm how do you call it? I'm shifting some of my forces into this area while only keeping the most imprescindible here, because I know there is nothing coming. Like, yeah, I see an anti-air, I see some copter, but there is snow. So let's see what my opponent does. Will he pop the super power? Also, naval units are slow by snow too. Oh, yeah. Look at this anti-air. He gets he doesn't get this hit and then this hit on the mech because of the snow, so it's so valuable. And he doesn't get this hit. Quite good. Here starts the cap of my HQ. I was not afraid of this, to be honest, because I had some infantry around to interrupt it, and even if he tries, it's not like he's gonna do it with a full HP one, because I just popped the Winter Fury, so there is no way, because it's infantry. He's able to attack my copter with the anti-air because of the superpower. And he opts, instead of putting here and here, that it could have given him a lot of vision here to deny this city cap, but I think he didn't realize yet that I'm going for the HQ cap. Yeah, he put an infantry here, which is pointless because you know there is an artillery here, and I have weakened infantry to use within with together the artillery to HQ cap. He places this tank here to cover partially the HQ cap, but you know I have tanks in range, you know I have infantry in range of this HQ cap, so it's not gonna happen. I have to attack it because otherwise he will join cap and wall it, and I will be really on danger after that, but I will be able to attack it. So let's see. This is really nice because I get one kill that will be able to block, get vision, get some wall break shenanigans, and I stay on the forest. So I will need 2 units actions to get this weakened infantry kill, and right now tempo is everything. So right now, doing as much things and focusing on the HQ is so important. And Olaf is the best, one of the best SEOs on doing that. Anyways, my fighter, which was on the middle, since it has a lot of movement, is on range for this copter. And yeah, I just get a lot of kills. I have to be careful right now because I cannot attack into his copter with my copters during his superpower because they got a lot of defense and a lot of attack, and right now it's not like I'm even on my powers, so he has super strong air defense, so I will probably lose. I know I will lose for sure into this, so the best thing I can do is to stay away of its range. Yeah, there is an anti-air here which I forget about because I didn't check the replay, so that's a mistake on my part, but without thinking about this anti-air, this was a very nice free dude. I shouldn't have attacked this. Anyways, that's why you check the replay. I place my infantry on the forest preparing to cap the HQ next turn, and I wall my artillery. And I place my anti-air here so it can get nice shot onto a copter next turn. This looks pretty nice, except of this copter doing the stupid. I should have attacked the black boat because it's free. I'm not how you call it, losing anything but gaining charge, and I think this is the the move that gains me charge as much as possible, because next turn I want to pop my Winter, wall my HQ cap and cap it. Anyways, here I get the kill, and I gather my forces around my HQ. I'm not expecting to win this, but I'm expecting to delay this HQ cap as much as needed, so I get it first. And I think I will be able to do it. Anyways, this was a mistake. He gets some kills, but still, you know, I have a fighter, so sacking this copter as Eagle is not a good idea, because you want to, how you call it, to save your units, non-infantry units, very valuable. He tries this lag roll, which is, this is a good thing to do, in my opinion, and it was likely to happen. And he blocks the HQ with a copter, and he knows I only have 5 HP anti-air at most, probably, and this copter here is out of range, so this is a smart move, but he didn't account for the rest of infantry doing lag roll damage. Anyways, next turn I take the engagement for charge. I attack with my tank, it's fine. I have another infantry, I have enough for a blizzard, and I start walling. And I know he has a vehicle coming here, but the movement, it's not gonna be enough. And yeah, I'm just walling everything. And right now here, the air on this airport, on normal circumstances, it could be able to attack into this, but since I have the blizzard, it won't be able to do it, so that's really good. And I kill this infantry because it has nothing to do, and I attack into this anti-air. Why? Because this anti-air, it's basically a lot of firepower for a unit. For basically, if I don't block this anti-air, it would be able to do something, and maybe wall break. I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. But this copter might die to the anti-air next turn, but that's one less action, and he has nothing, because yeah, he has this tank, he can attack this, he lacks the units. So I think this HQ was secure, and I move around the units and I do what I think, because even though he interrupts somehow in a crazy way, whatever, I think I will be able to join up and finish next turn. No, because next turn I won't have blizzard, so I have to get it this turn. If I get chip damage once, he will be able to wipe my army, but it's not like I'm not gonna move on the rest, just in case. Overconfidence is not a nice thing, but here my opponent, he noticed that he has nothing to stop this cap, and right now I'm 1200 elo. Nice. And yeah, I'm very happy about it. Right now I'm not queuing for any Global League matches, and I think I will not for a bit, because I need to focus. I want to focus on making videos. I want to focus on playing some other video games. That I want to also, yeah, maybe I will play one match, and yeah, maybe one match, one hard, but still I want to do a lot of video challenges, like the green one, that I'm dragging a bit, and yeah, testing some crazy new maps. And also I will uploading soon the stream I did yesterday, Saturday, with Kuki, and also I did I did 2 matches live against Cookie Lamb 3 and Talus on new completely untested maps of like Live League, like basically playing Advance Wars via web, but with a timer of 5 minutes to plus. So you have to play, and it was quite fun. I streamed it on Discord, and some people came around, and it was pretty fun. So I think it's worth to watch. Anyways, guys, I don't want to drag this recording any further. Thank you for watching, and bye. Cheers. Good. Bye bye.